Last time, we traced this E350's no start issue to a failed instrument cluster, triggering a P1260 theft code in the ECM. Today, we've got the new cluster installed and it's time to finish the job. We'll walk you through the programming process, verify function, and confirm the fix. Let's bring this one across the finish line. Okay, we are back to this E350 van. Now, my FJDS is out of date. They have come out with a new update and I do not have it. Now it says it's going to take quite a while. It was just saying 30 minutes. Now it's up to 15 minutes to download it. So I may run it and I may attempt to get this programming done with the out of date software. So I don't really have time to sit around and wait for that. So anyways, let's go to all data. We've got our service information pulled up here. And now we're going to type in cluster in the search bar, top right, instrument cluster under service and repair. Okay, yep, that's what we're dealing with, the instrument cluster itself. If installing a new cluster, upload the module configuration information to the scan tool using PMI procedure. We are unable to do that because the original is no COM. So, during installation, position the cluster and connect the transmission range indicator, connect your electrical connector and screws, install the cluster finish panel, connect. If installing a new cluster, download the cluster information, which we can't do. Note, if a new cluster is installed, the instrument cluster and powertrain control module require a parameter reset to allow the instrument cluster and PCM to recognize each other. Failure to carry out the parameter reset to the instrument cluster and the PCM may result in a no-start condition on both passive anti-theft and non-patch vehicles. So, perhaps that's what was going on. If installing a new instrument cluster, carry out parameter reset. If installing a new instrument cluster, carry out key programming. So you may or may not be able to see what we're doing here. Well, we've got our connectors plugged in. The cluster has plugged in. Let's get this situated in here. If I'm doing it the right way, I may not be. May go in this way first, like so. And sure enough, we do have mileage currently. So most likely, mileage will be okay. I don't know where that cable went. He must have took it with the old cluster. It didn't come with the new gear selector cable. So they'll have to figure that out themselves. So here we got mileage. We go key on, we got all the lights. So that's definitely good. We're gonna go to start new session. Start new session. We are connected. So service information did say to upload module configuration data, so we will have to do this by as-built and program it, or we can try PMI, it might work. But just doing a parameter reset would not have worked. We would have had fault codes. Yes, this is correct. E-Series 138, that is our VIN. So we're going to start out with self-test. All DTCs, all continuously monitored diagnostic trouble codes. That's what that stands for. So what do we got? ABS, VIN mismatch, lost communication with cluster, ignition key circuit fault. There is no PCM identification known to pass module, lost communication with PCM, ABS, lost restraint control, PCM, theft detected vehicle immobilized. So we're not going to erase any of these faults. We're just going to do our module programming. We are going to try PMI instrument cluster. The ignition is switched on. Switch the ignition off. You got it. Install new module. We already did. Switch ignition on. Ignition is on. Configuration complete. Just like that. Switch the ignition off. You can see, oh, you guys might have missed it. I think I caught it, but the cluster was like convulsing. This is a common thing whenever you're doing a Ford cluster, anything related to the cluster at all. So next it was Pat's functions for a parameter reset. Yes. All right, we're not gonna, we shouldn't need keys because this truck doesn't have Pats. So turn the ignition on. We are on. This procedure will take 10 minutes. All right, so I'll let you guys know whenever we're there. Operation is now complete. The only function that we have is parameter reset. Let's go ahead and perform that. Warning, you will need 2 keys to start the vehicle. Do you wish to continue? Yes. Hopefully we don't need 2 keys. Operation has been successful. Module reset is now complete. Exit. Let's go back to our DTC scan. Let's go ahead and erase all DTCs with that pencil eraser. Gotta love the icons. So we have ignition and key circuit fault, and we have a P1260. It's still there. Vehicle theft detected. Vehicle is immobilized. So the exact same thing, and we have a, well, it's not flashing now. Let's see if we can erase it. PCM only has 1 fault stored. Restraint control module has 1 fault. We got key and ignition, pass and pass. We have no theft light. Let's go ahead and cycle that key. Give this a crank. And we have a running vehicle. There's no theft light. We have a flashing airbag light. We have a TPMS light. That's it. It's a wrap. So even though that fault came back immediately, we had to erase the faults twice, and it finally got rid of it. That's a win for us. The new cluster is in, programmed, and this E350 is back on the road. Another no start diagnosed and solved. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit subscribe and stick around, because at Key On Engine Off, every vehicle tells a story, and we're here to decode it.